Are you someone who likes Star Wars and wants to collect all the outfits? Well, if so, I'm sorry that's not available for you if you're not in Australia, Canada, Germany, Italy, Japan, Mexico, Spain, United Kingdom, or the United States. I know that sounds weird, so in today's YouTube video, we'll be talking about this brand new Disney x Fortnite collaboration, which I believe is only the start of something they're going to be doing a lot more, and how this has truly brought back exclusives, but this time, region-locked exclusives that are actually a part of the Star Wars series. If you haven't already guessed it, we're talking about the Forsworn Trooper outfit right here, which is technically quote-unquote a free bonus outfit if you do a certain little bit of spending and traveling, you know, buying a few hotels, going on a few rides in person and stuff like that. Now, firstly, when everything got decrypted, we got 4 rewards. We got this at your service emoticon, we got this new loading screen being the Gambit loading screen, and we got the Hunk of Junk spray. You can get the at your service emoticon and the Hunk of Junk spray right now by watching Twitch streams that have drops enabled, and then the Gambit loading screen is something you're actually able to get from this map right here, being Smuggler's Gambit, which Epic Games and Disney released as partnership with one another. As you can see right here, it's actually uploaded by Disney themselves, and if we go over to this category, you can see what the loading screen looks like up close. However, it seems to be a little bugged. I know that sounds weird to say, but how it works is you don't just enter the creative map in order to get this quest completed. You have to enter the creative map, do quest in the actual creative map to unlock kind of like this giant crate that's like double the size of yourself, and then you interact with that crate and it's supposed to actually give you this reward. However, some people had mentioned before they interacted with the crate and it didn't actually give them the Gambit loading screen, so it may or may not be bugged, but there's a second crate in game for the Forsworn Trooper outfit. This secondary crate actually does give you this outfit, but you're not able to actually interact with it and open it yourself unless you go to one of 3 different Disneyland locations in real life. I think one's in California, the other is in Florida, and I'm not sure if there is a third one or not. And you have to ride the like Millennial Falcon Smuggler's Run ride in order to actually get this outfit. I know that sounds weird, but how they do it is they like link it to your Disney account, and then you link your Disney account to your Epic Games account, and then when you go on the ride, it'll either give you a code that you can redeem on your account or automatically grant it to you, but that doesn't flat out grant you, you know, this outfit right here. Instead, it grants you the ability to open up that crate in Smuggler's Gambit, and, you know, in some cases, people are like, okay, you know, that sucks. People have to spend like $300 or whatever to go to Florida or California to go on a specific ride, you know, to go ahead and book hotels and everything else, but at least the outfit will return in the item shop later down the line, right? Well, even though you might think that, because Epic Games does say a lot of times, hey, this outfit may be available in the item shop later down the line, there's no disclaimer about that at all for the Forsworn Trooper. Unlike any other collaboration that we've got, or I guess exclusive we've gotten recently, I can't really even think of any, but if I type Galaxy, maybe some of these, like, I know technically not the OG Galaxy skin, but some of those things that were exclusive for a little bit of amount of time and then ended up being available for everyone, always kind of had that disclaimer. However, this outfit specifically uses the exclusivity tag and specifically mentions that that's the only way to get it, by going on a Disney ride. So honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if this ends up being one of the most exclusive outfits out there, because not only are codes region locked to specific locations, and not only do they expire in 2029, but this outfit is only available by going to Disneyland, right? You know, only available by going on a specific ride on Disneyland. So let's say you have like motion sickness or something. I'm not for sure what the ride itself is actually like, so maybe it's fine, maybe it's not, but it's something where there's a lot of extra restrictions on actually obtaining it, and I honestly think this is what we're going to be seeing more and more of, specifically from Disney, because Disney has kind of said that Fortnite is one of the most important social experience media platforms out there, and they want to integrate Disney parks into the actual game so much more, right? They want to have that like custom Bulldog codename Disney Island thing, multiverse thing, or whatever else connected to their parks in different ways. So I am honestly telling you right now, this is just the start, and I feel like as the years go by and as the Disney UEFN map fully releases, we're going to be seeing a situation where there's going to be certain things, you know, there's going to be certain outfits or back blings or pickaxes or whatever else that you'll only be able to get by messing around with not only just the UEFN map, but also the Disney rides in person. So this is something that, you know, I want to get your guys' thoughts on down in the comments down below. What do you think about this entire situation? Is this something that you're kind of upset about? Is this something you don't really care about because you're like, hey, you know, some exclusives are fine? In my personal opinion, you guys know I would be fine if even like my old exclusives like Double Helix or Eon or Galaxy returned to the item shop. I think it's just a little weird if you're going to have an exclusive in the first place and you're going to have it be something that isn't just buy a phone that you can do anywhere, right? Because that's typically what the exclusives have been, but if it also ends up being something where it's like, oh, you have to go to a specific place, book your hotels or whatever, or stay with a friend or something if they just so happen to be there, you have to then go ahead and ride a specific ride at that place and have all your accounts properly linked and everything. Because, you know, when I went to Disneyland before, I think some of the rides I went on, they didn't even like have like an account linking thing. I just kind of had like a card that's in my wallet right now that allowed me to get access to the parks. So it makes me wonder, how is all of that even supposed to work anyways? And how are these rewards going to be granted in the future? And I honestly feel like it's going to get to the point where if it's linked to UEFN maps like this one actually is, someone out there is going to find a way to modify the UEFN map to get the quest completed without actually owning the outfit before someone actually goes ahead and manages to go and find a way to like spoof your location and spoof your ability to be on the ride. I feel like Fortnite is more of a vulnerability than the Disney app itself would have been. But yeah, with that said, hope you champs and champions enjoyed today's YouTube video. Hope it's been a little bit informative. I want to talk about this video, you know, yesterday or the day before, but been getting a lot of like seasonal teasers and stuff, so I put this on the back burner, but it's still something I want to keep to your guys' attention because it kind of sucks seeing certain rewards, especially when they're collaboration things, being locked behind all this stuff. And it also means that if your account is in one of those regions that isn't allowed, that if you travel to the United States to go to one of those actual rides or whatever, sure, you might be able to get a code or something, but you won't be able to actually redeem the code on your own account, meaning that the only true way of unlocking that cosmetic from those other regions would basically be to go to the ride and make sure you have your My Disney account properly linked to Epic Games before you even go on the ride. Because if you have one incorrect linkage, I'm pretty sure that's when they actually go ahead and send you a code. So it's just kind of a mess overall. But at the same time, you know, hopefully we get more Star Wars skins that just aren't related to going on specific rides or whatever else. I would have much preferred if this was like a collaboration thing where you get it by actually buying that new Star Wars like Zero Company game that's coming out. But with that said, my name's FireMonkey. Hope champs and champions enjoyed today's YouTube video. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with another upload. So until then, peace out.